Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
What up, everybody? Jason Lee, and this is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
And it's your girl, April Jones. What's up?
Yo, it's DJ Damage. Let's get this show started.
Okay, so listen, it's what is today?
Wednesday. That's what I was asking. When was
Well,
the weekend?
today is Wednesday, but this will air on Monday. So before we get started, everybody, please download and subscribe this podcast, this interesting, reckless show on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, YouTube, and now we are on iHeartRadio.
Woo!
So we're just, we're expanding, we're evolving.
What's up?
So let's just get right into it. What has been going on with you?
My kids. Been with my kids, being a mom, working. I'm trying to do my next music video in Chicago. So just mapping some things out, working, motherhood.
Well, that's a good thing.
Well, there you go.
You know, regular.
Kids will keep you busy. I was telling you guys before we started today, I have absolutely no interest to have kids. I'm getting to the age now where people are like, so are you going to have kids? And a friend of mine who's actually, he drives an ambulance. No, he's a firefighter now, but he was a paramedic. He was telling me in Vegas last time we were there last week, AJ, he was saying that, have you thought about having kids? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm so sick of people asking me. He goes, well, you're getting up to that age where you got to start thinking, because there are so many, then he gets clinical. There's so many calls I get that I get called on to go to like convalescent homes.
Yeah.
Where like people are living in homes with nobody to take care of them. And then they call because they've gotten some issue. And then when they lift them up and look at their back, they see blood spots and they notice that they haven't been checked on regularly. And he was just like, if you don't have kids and if you don't have a life partner, you basically will be by yourself. I was like, oh shit, I need to open up some kind
You
of
need a kid.
Newsflash.
I'm gonna open up some kind
Just
of
adopt.
At least a godchild.
foster care agency and after foster care agency, so that way them motherfuckers just stay with me today 25 and 30 and just keep them coming.
Pimp the system.
Well, not because you have to think about kids before you travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's true.
It's worse than having a pet.
Yeah, it is. But you can't
Right. And then I
compare.
thought I could have a pet and I had to get rid of that.
Wait,
That damn
you
dog.
trying to have kids and a pet?
Yes, it was terrible.
Because if your dog is left in the backyard for like 3 days without food, you're not gonna lose sleep. Because it can eat
Yeah,
grass.
you will.
A lot of people lose sleep
Yeah,
over that.
I did.
The dog can eat grass. It can kill a cat. It can figure a squirrel. It can dig a hole and get to a backyard and go eat something. Like, it can figure itself out.
Or
A
somebody
kid
can
can't.
just throw something over there and feed
Right. It is
Like,
hard
yo,
being
can
a
you run by
parent.
the crib and just throw something at my dog real quick so he can eat?
Because technically, how old does your kid have to be before you can just be like, look, nigga, you're going to be here by yourself for the week?
12.
Will you leave him for the week?
Oh, for the week?
Yeah. You
By
can't-
yourself?
Yeah, you can't leave
Oh.
him until
Wait.
at least
Oops, bad mom.
Wait, can you
Just
leave a
playing.
kid?
at least 17. You really can't leave him ever.
The whole world just
12.
gasped. 12.
Come on. You see 12-year-olds now and they look like they all are 30.
Yeah, but if anything
good.
ever happens,
Ramen noodles.
And that was
anything
Just playing.
happens.
and that was the mindset of the parents whose kids are still trapped in R. Kelly's closet.
Okay, you know what? Goodbye.
There was a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old getting fucked by Robert because their mom said, I'm going to go to work in Chicago in Louisiana and
It
leave my
sounds
kid
so
with-
much sicker that you call him Robert too.
No, at least 16 though, right? That's a good age.
You can leave him at 16, but if anything happens, a crazy house party, whatever they calling you, you're going to jail. They're like, why would you leave
True.
this 16-year-old?
You got to know your kids though.
Well, my mama was white and had a lot of confidence in me. She knew she had a real strapping young
confidence.
black son. And I was a young black king at 8 years old watching myself. I was what they called a latchkey kid. I had the key around my neck, and my sister was 5, and I watched her, and we stayed home. And there was only 2 incidences where she really should have had us taken away a lot sooner. I was younger than 8 because I got taken away at 8. So I was probably like 7. Which means my sister was like 4.
But you was holding it down.
I was washing dishes and fell asleep, flooded the whole apartment because the whole thing just overflowed. But then when she got mad at me, I found out because she woke me up when she got home screaming. How you gonna get mad at a 7-year-old?
Yeah.
First of all,
When
I'm
you left
tired.
me by myself.
Bitch, I had school. Bitch, I had chores. Bitch, I had homework. Bitch, I had
A
dishes.
full schedule.
And then my sister, she did some shit, and we had a babysitter, but she would come and go. So she was hired to watch us, but then she would leave because she had a boyfriend.
Wow.
She was like 17.
I don't blame her.
My sister did something. I remember she turned on the stove and put my sister's hand on the stove
she
and
do
burned
that?
her hand. This was the early 80s. Bitches was on some shit. I don't know.
That's
Wow.
Yeah, that's why
It got dark real quick.
It did.
that's why I'm as fucked up as I am. Do unto others as they did to you.
No.
But what is the age to be left alone?
I used to be left alone like around 14 because I would come home from boarding school, but it would just be the weekend. It can't be like a whole week. It got to be like food left for at least a day or two.
Not even that long, just a day.
So there's
A day is a long time, like a whole day.
Well, not
and
a whole
night.
day, but I'm saying like if your parents is working and stuff, like you should not be left alone.
What age did you lose your virginity at?
16. I was a late
Well,
bloomer.
I mean, this is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
Yeah, late bloomer.
I was
man.
16 too.
So 16. How old was the girl?
14.
Have you ever had sex with a girl over 18 when you were younger?
No.
Okay, because the thing that's so crazy with this R. Kelly shit is it's surfacing a lot of issues where people were having sex back in the day,
With older women.
or younger
Older
girls having the older boyfriend.
That's all day though.
But
I had a girlfriend that cheated on me with a 20-year-old, and I was like 13. And her mom knew and everything.
But this
she
is
was
the-
like a family.
Damn.
I was like, what?
So Monday we're interviewing Tiffany Haddish, actress Tiffany
Hey.
Haddish, and I'm reading her book, The Last Black Unicorn. Listen, the last time I talked about a real book on this show with Jennifer Lewis, everybody went and bought it. This is a book you have to read. Learning a lot about her, she tells a story about how she wanted her breast to grow. And so this older man told her, like, let me suck. They'll grow if you let me suck them every day before you go to school. And so she was 13, letting the man suck her titties. I don't even think we can call them titties, but he was sucking her chest.
I used to put butter on mine. That's what I thought.
Some butter, really?
Butter.
What was it? I believe it's not. I can't believe it's butter, or was it like?
Did it work?
Margarine. I don't know.
Well, who told you that trick?
Someone told me that.
some butter on them
I went to did.
Really? So you was just in the kitchen buttering your breast?
Yes, at night.
Well, you would.
Before I went to sleep.
Well, how old are you? Because before we had this.
Oh my God, I had to at least been because I moved. Okay, so probably like 9,
Oh, I'm
8,
not
9.
even-
Why
not
did you
even-
want him to grow at 9?
I mean, 'cause some people had titties at that
Okay,
age.
but 9-year-olds shouldn't have breasts. Samaya Reese was here. She talked about having breasts and being a overly developed kid. I don't know, but either way,
That's the pressures.
R. Kelly, you still a sick motherfucker.
You ain't shit, Kels.
How did it turn into R. Kelly?
You said
You
Robert.
said
Once
talking
you said
about-
that real name, it just went us down a slope of
Robert.
That's so creepy. Now I don't even.
Leaving your kids alone.
Well, what have you been doing this last week?
This past weekend we did the And1 event in Compton. They built a new basketball court for the community. So shout out to And1. They back with a vengeance.
I woke up that day to come out and support you.
But it was raining.
I
Rain
saw
was
your name on
trash.
that flyer and I said, I'm going to do a better job of getting out of my house and supporting my friends. I actually got up, but then it was raining.
No, it was raining really bad.
Really bad.
But
Right.
it was a spree of time. I guess God shined his light. Yo, for real, it was a rainbow over Compton that day.
Shout out to the homosexuals.
There you go.
Hey.
You
I
know,
mean, my
shout out to
community-
Kevin Garnett and Seth Frito. They did.
So you didn't go.
I did want to go. It's so funny because April saw once I saw that rain. You know, I didn't have no umbrella.
But you missed the rainbow
I know.
over Compton. It
In
was
my
beautiful.
in my life, I've seen so many fucking rainbows. I can miss one. I don't even eat Lucky Charms anymore. I'm so sick of being gay. I said this year I was done being gay. Like I'm done. I'm just done with people. Period. Like right now, my spirit is so fucking lit. Like
Are you asexual now?
I'm nothing. I am happy. You listen. With the last show we talked about people who are jealous and want your life. Somebody had posted something online on Facebook that I kept reposting that says, you can't be friends with people who want your life.
No, it's
like,
true.
you
Right.
couldn't- like I, of course,
real.
I hang with people and I'd be like, damn, I wish I had my own jet, or I wish I had 40 watches, or I wish I had. But you know what? I'm happy with. You got to find contentment in what you do have,
Right.
because we can always chase what we don't got.
And
Right.
that's why you need a beautiful family, man. Because when you have family, you're content, man. You look at your offspring, they're growing up.
I have a
You know, you
family. I have employees.
That's
You know,
not.
like-
That's not
bruh.
children, man.
Well, besides the one who fucking tried me. But okay, let me also put out there that our Instagram will be back on Monday. And when it comes back, I have been holding
That's what's
receipts.
up.
I've been holding receipts. It's sort of like when you go to prepare your taxes. You don't send all your receipts into all your account every time you get one. You hold them for the end of the year, and then when it's time, you put them. You cash them all in.
That's
So-
how you feeling right now?
Oh yeah, I got a lot. We're gonna drop a lot of tea, so stay tuned. But
Okay.
I'm not interested. I'm interested in me right now. I think this is. I finally feel. It's really hard to explain. Let me try. April? You ever been in a relationship that it felt good when you were in it, but then when you got out of it, you were a little scared. But once you were out for at least like a little while, you start feeling
It's the best
really
thing.
good.
Yeah, that was my last relationship. That's why he fucking did that.
But you really feel like
Yeah.
you get to a place where you're like, okay, now when you're in your 20s, okay, when you're graduating high school, you're deciding, do I want to go to work or do I want to go to college?
Right.
If you go to college, then when you go to college, you have to think, when I get out of college, do I want to go straight into a career or do I want to just get a job and learn some skills? Or you have different type of decisions to make.
Right.
Then when you get mid-20s, early 30s and you start to have kids, then you're like, okay, I'm gonna raise these kids and figure it out. Or there's some people who say, do enough research to say, this is the trajectory of my kid's life that I want, and they start literally planning. Like my cousin Anitra, her daughter, by the time she was 19, had like 3 associate degrees. Now she's 21 with I want to say a master's, 22 with a master's degree.
Come on.
You know, and then now going for her doctorate at 23 years old, like crazy, right? But then when you get about 30, 35, 40, now you're like, what do I want my legacy to be? What do I want my life to really be? Like, you're right. I'm at that point. So I ain't got time for no bullshit ass friends. People were texting me the other day and I wasn't even looking at my phone. It was the first time I had ever just ignored my phone. Like,
it's nice to be alone though.
It is.
Like at this age. I'm 32 and I like being alone.
But
besides my kids.
You could be alone and not be lonely.
Exactly. But you have to be content with
I live in alone. That's my spot.
Yeah, but
sometimes
that's
it's
my crib.
Noisy.
But when you have children,
Yeah.
you do have people in your life.
What do you mean?
Like they're in your life. Your kids in your life.
Yeah, but that's like that's you though. That's
Right.
part of your alone.
Right.
It's like me and my kids, and then
Well, when they go to the other parent, then you're alone.
Yeah, but when I say
it's
that,
co-parenting hard.
but when you have kids, you're not thinking about what you're gonna eat anymore. You're thinking about what they're gonna eat.
But sometimes you need that because that's that constant friction and pressure that pushes you to like
Be better.
be amazing. Because if you're just on your own, it's like, man, I just eat some oodles and noodles. Fuck it. When you look at your kid, it's like, damn, I can't just keep feeding him hot dogs and oodles and noodles. Like he needs
You
to
actually cook a fucking meal.
Yeah, you need to, and then you start.
Which means you
cooking a
eat
meal.
well.
Yeah, but when you go down, when your Instagram goes down, when your show changes, when your employees back fucking stabbing you, when you're having stalkers, when you have
guess
all
what?
They
this
make
stuff,
it all
They make it all
disappear.
better.
that gives you pressure. Well, the kids do.
Yeah.
'cause
You don't
it's
care about none of that.
It's unconditional love when you go home. It's like, oh, this outside shit is fucked up.
But
my
think
kids genuinely love me.
I think there's also like a fear, I think, because I have lost a lot of people really close I mean, when I look at parents who've lost children, I couldn't even imagine having a kid and losing a kid.
No,
I couldn't even
Yeah.
imagine it. I watched this documentary last night called Identical Strangers. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
It's on Netflix.
It's on, I want to say, Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
3 triplets who were separated at birth by a their parents
Yeah.
gave them up. They were separated at birth by the foster care agency as a study
As a study.
Wow.
to give into 3 different parents from 3 different socioeconomic backgrounds. Like some really crazy shit. And then they all found each other.
Thank God.
And then eventually, like, they got close and they're building up this story of like, they start dressing alike and doing all these shows. And I'm looking at it as a content creator going, this shit about to get dark. Well, one of them ends up killing himself. And it's just like the loss I don't even want to have that experience. And not that you would, but we live in a world now where you really just
But
don't know.
it's all about growth. I feel like you're going to get there.
Well, now it's
And it's what you instill in your child. And I think you have good.
You're going to want to pass that on. Like, who are you going to pass all this over to?
Right.
You have this whole business.
Your intellect and your mental capacity.
Oh, listen,
you know?
listen. This is why
Come on,
you start a
Jason.
foundation and get a theme park or something, or get a fucking
but no,
or
but
not a
who's
theme
gonna
park.
you ain't
run
Michael Jackson.
Hollywood Unlocked in 2090.
Oh, this is a build to sell company.
Oh, here we go.
So I mean, 7-10 years. Hopefully, it'll be somebody else own it. I'll still be running the face of it, getting checked, and just chilling in Bali or something.
See?
Okay.
It's going to change soon.
But who
Watch.
knows?
It's going to change.
All right. So this past week, just nothing but work, and getting ready for this Tiffany Haddish interview.
Yeah.
I was telling her last night, I'm probably more nervous about interviewing her than anybody I've interviewed before.
Why?
Yeah.
Because we don't really prepare for our interviews. We just people come in and we, have been lucky to figure it out. Except for Jennifer Lewis. I mean, I read her book and we know who Jennifer Lewis is. But I think because, the title of her book, The Last Black Unicorn, she really is like our unicorn, as Cardi is our Cinderella. So you want to be delicate about how you elevate them. And then on top of it, she's a really big star.
She is.
Yeah.
She's huge.
So I've been hanging out with her as a friend and not really looking at her as a star. And then until last night, I was like, bitch, I'm nervous. She
That's
was like,
good.
She was like, you're going to be great.
Look, just have, like you do to us, man. Just have a conversation.
Right.
I'll be there. I got
the
your
friendship will take over.
back. I'll be
Well,
there.
we were together in Miami during the New Year's Eve where she had the debacle where she got up there to do her thing and forgot all the jokes. So we're going to talk about that for the first time. And she said something really sweet yesterday that I told you guys privately. I'll wait to tell the show on Monday. But she said something really sweet about why she chose to do this interview with me, which is really good because, I've been very critical, especially of like black celebrities or people of color, they use the urban media to get to a certain place, but they're always seeking the affection from mainstream media. So once you get on The View or once you get on, Late Night with Jimmy Fallon or SNL, you remember she's, I think, the first black comedian to female to host SNL.
Killed it.
Right.
So this is a big deal. So for her to remember us and want to give us that look is an amazing thing.
That's dope.
Man, shout out to Tiffany Haddish, man.
So we look
She's a
forward to
real
that.
one.
So if you're listening to the show, which will air on Monday, it'll be tonight. So tonight is Monday when this airs. at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood, bring everybody. It's benefiting her foundation. And we have some really big surprises that night.
All right, y'all, it's time for another Hollywood hookup. So, it's 2019. I'm trying to do some adulting. And
Aren't we all?
I've been buying some furniture now, right? I'm in the furniture shop. I'm trying to get my feng shui up in an amazing site that I use right now. It's called Joybird. So what happens with Joybird is you get one-of-a-kind furniture made to your own unique taste.
That's
so
awesome.
I know when you come over my crib, like I want to
be
have
comfortable.
Yeah, I want to have a vibe that you've never seen before. So that's why I love Joybird. Like they turn your ideas into reality with hundreds of styles and options, and you have a free personal design consultant that helps you nail down that perfect design. And guess what? You got quality handcrafted furniture. So it's somebody in there really with their hands molding and putting this fine furniture together. So I love that.
I'm gonna have to come by. I'm gonna have to see.
Come through, because and on top of everything, of course, there's amazing furniture, there's unique styles, but there's a 365-day trial. You can skip the furniture store and bring the showroom right to your home. I love it. Go to joybird.com/unlock and receive an exclusive offer for 25% off your first order by using the code UNLOCKED.
All right. So on the show, I've mentioned that me and Rob Kardashian have been friends for a long time. And a lot of people would look and say, like, how do you become friends with some of these people that y'all are nothing alike until shit like this happens? And then you realize that I've become this petty motherfucker because of my friends.
Yo, so
So you blaming Rob for...
Rob, this is your fault.
Okay, so on to this. Alexis, Skyy, and Blac Chyna's beef this weekend. They got into an altercation. I guess Alexis shared that she was kicked out of Blac Chyna's section at one point in an LA party. She doesn't understand why. She went on a rant on social media, I guess, explaining that. Then a video surfaced of Blac Chyna walking away from the altercation this weekend while Alexis was chasing after her.
Okay.
Chyna's ex-fiance Rob Kardashian has jumped into the beef, I guess being called petty by people. He went on to Instagram posting a picture of Alexis, Skyy, and saying, "My WCW, I've been waiting for you for so long."
What?
Right, exactly. And she was cooking, calling him, bae. So what do you guys think about
First
that?
of all, where was Rob at these past few months? How does he come out of nowhere and he's an Alexis Skyy boyfriend now? Like, where the fuck do Rob be?
He was being petty.
Rob is a recluse. Like, he literally doesn't leave his house. Side note, by the way, I don't know if this is even out there, but Kris Jenner had told me she gave him her old house. Remember the house where they used to film the Kardashians with the black and white floor? She gave it to Rob. I wish my mom didn't give me shit, but away.
That's where all the parties was.
But
in the Christmas party.
And then he decides why he has this nice, beautiful new house to just pop out in the fucking
Well,
nowhere.
no, I mean, Rob is a recluse, so he really literally stays in the house. He don't go anywhere. He changes his number very frequently. I don't know if you remember his antics on social media.
Yeah.
He used to delete his Instagram all the time, or delete everything off his Instagram, or turn it off and turn it on. Like, he really is weird that.
But he was doing that, I know, at a particular point when he had gained all that weight because he was really ashamed
but
of how he looked.
when Rob looked good, he was still weird. He's different. I mean, love him to death.
This is different. For him to be gone for so long.
No, but he'd be a part of the little pettiness,
But
though.
the thing is,
because he
I
don't fuck with
haven't seen
Chyna.
Rob on social media for a little while.
Let's go back. He deleted his social media because he got into a lawsuit where Chyna was suing him for a revenge porn because he had posted stuff about her online, right? Wasn't there? There was a whole thing.
I think so, yeah.
And then where he was attacking her and basically, remember she had the guy in his bed with the robe and all that. So he deleted his social media after. No, his social media got deleted because he uploaded something on his Instagram that was, I guess, a violation in terms of services. Rob is super petty.
But this is how
he's
he
petty
wanted to
as
make his
shit.
comeback.
But he's still going through his. First of all, he's a Kardashian, so anytime he says anything, it's gonna make the news. So the fact that he waited for an opportunity to just jump back in there, like, bitch, I still got you.
He was watching Instagram too, like, oh shit, okay, let me reach out. Exactly that night when that whole thing came up, he was like, let me go ahead and text Alexis real quick because she was over there quick.
I have a message for all women though. Stop talking about how you don't like men using you and this and that. When you allow men to use you when it's at your convenience.
Yeah.
He's using Alexis Skyy as a tool to hurt Blac Chyna.
Yeah, and she know because she using his ass too.
But they all using each other.
Exactly, but that's
over
what you
there-
got to do in the world. Use everybody you come in contact
She
with.
over there
Huh?
making tortillas or some shit over there. Like, how the hell she even get there?
Chyna gonna fuck around and fuck somebody else to get back at him the way she got back at Tiger by
He
getting.
ain't gonna care.
Yes, he is gonna care. He
Who?
going. Come on, man. Rob,
Why he gonna care?
Every time something happens, Rob definitely cares. That's what he does put out there. Rob cares.
Okay.
He be hurt.
Rob is an emotional person.
Yeah, he be hurt.
But I don't think that he did this because he was hurt. I think that he did this because
To be petty.
to be petty. Of course. Shout out to Rob.
It's one
Let
and
me
the
tell you
same.
something, Robert.
Hey.
You do not let me down. Can we add Alyssa? We need to add Rob Kardashian to the
To the list.
to the newsletter list so he gets this on Monday. I'll give you his email address. But no, shout out to Rob because listen, he's my hero at this point.
Hey, man, you got to shoot back somehow.
Now the rumor in the street was Blac Chyna was talking to producers about joining Love and Hip Hop. I would love to see this play out on Love and Hip Hop. Her chasing Alexis chasing her.
For all of the whole season.
Both have amazing, beautiful, original asses. I mean, they would look great by a pool.
Goodbye.
They do.
They got original.
Original.
Don't they?
Original.
I mean, I don't know. Is Alexis's ass?
They were talking shit about Blac Chyna's ass on
Yeah,
the video because they were saying something. It was like what was like flat or
She has
it
some
was like
enhancements.
Well,
that
remember
she
the
didn't
video
need.
that she did where she did the challenge and she sat on the ground and her butt was behind her after they had pulled her away? It was still
oh my god, goodbye.
in the back. But Chyna, she still doesn't come on this show. Chyna, I
like Chyna.
Chyna, I'm gonna give you one more week.
She seemed nice.
I'm gonna
She's
give you.
very
I'm gonna
sweet.
give you one more week of free passes, Chyna, before I have a job to do. So I want Chyna to feel comfortable to see. You show this. This is
We
for
need you here, Chyna.
Well, we we don't need her here.
Okay, we want you here, Chyna.
Let's be very clear.
No,
we don't
tell her
need
come through.
No.
We want you here.
An STD result comes through. We don't need Blac Chyna to come here. Blac
Oh,
Chyna.
gosh.
Shout out to Tokyo Tony. How the fuck her mama get a man and get engaged before we got somebody?
Hold on, Tokyo is engaged.
Tokyo Tony, I guess she's engaged to be married. Shout
A
out
young
to
dude,
her.
right?
Huh?
Well, you don't even want to be married, so why you
Yeah, what
like
you
we
talking
talked
about?
about this the last
How
time?
do you find a man when you can't even find all your teeth? But let's go back to needing Blac Chyna. We don't need Blac Chyna.
Okay, we don't need.
We would love Blac Chyna.
Okay, we love.
But I'll take white China, red China, yellow China, blue China, but Blac
She
Chyna.
could come through, man.
right.
Blac
come
Chyna.
through.
Come through.
Blac Chyna,
Come
you
through,
got.
because you know we got things to do.
Hey.
Come on, Jay.
Hold on. We still on the radio. Blac Chyna, you got one more week of free passes. This is like getting a ticket to Magic Mountain. Bitch, you could only go on the ride one more week. That's one more time. And that's it. Then we're just got to be honest. Pick your ass up off the floor and get here. I mean, what else? You done dated 18-year-old. Robert.
Goodbye. Okay.
That's the new safe
Move
word
it.
for the interview. Robert.
Anytime you feel anxiety, anytime you feel trapped, anytime you feel left alone, Robert.
Oh Lord. Speaking of
That should be your kid's safe word. You should go home and teach your kid. If a man or
Jason.
anybody is trying you, like you feeling uncomfortable, just scream Robert.
that's ridiculous.
They're gonna know.
No, it's not.
They're gonna turn like.
On
Where's
to the
he
next
at?
R name, Rihanna. How about we get on to that topic of
We're
Rihanna?
not gonna throw but this is my future baby mama. If I was to have a kid intravenously, is that the way?
Who would it be?
No,
Rihanna?
That sounds good.
Oh, intravenously is through your vein. What do you call it?
IVF. IVF.
What do you What do you call it when you stick a penis in a vagina?
Intercourse.
Oh, intercourse. That's what I was thinking of.
Come on now.
Intravenous intercourse is all shit
Intravenous.
you don't need it in my life right now. Okay, but go ahead, Rihanna.
Okay, so Rihanna reportedly sues her dad for jacking the Fenty name, which is interesting.
How do you jack a name that was given to you by him?
Well, that's why I'm saying this is interesting. The two have been going back and forth for the use of the last name. Her beauty company is called Fenty Beauty. She says her dad is profiting off of her by using the last name for his talent development company.
But ain't she profiting off of him by
Using the name,
No.
but she trademarked it.
being alive?
No.
By being alive.
No.
According to docs obtained, the singer has sent multiple cease and desist letters to her father ordering him to stop using the name, but she is saying that he's ignored her and continued to make money off of the Fenty
It'd be your
Entertainment.
own family. It be your
Okay.
own
And he doesn't have
family.
intentions of changing it. So what would you do, guys?
But clearly we see the different points of view. So before we get into that, can you please Google "cum" and find out if it's trademarked? Because I'm going to trademark "cum" today. And anybody that says "cum" online, on radio, on music,
It's
or
already
in my
trademarked.
face, no pun intended, I'm going to sue them.
It's probably already trademarked.
"Cum,"
Probably.
not "come here." "Cum," C-U-M.
Why ain't nobody trained like that before?
So anytime
Terrible.
somebody,
I was just saying, I thought they had, were they not closed?
anytime somebody shoot your face down, I want to check. Anytime.
I'm just a little
So
confused.
nasty.
I thought that they were closed. I just
Were they
wouldn't-
closed?
I don't know, but I'm just saying,
But
why
see-
you suing your dad?
But that would tear you apart. Like if you build up a brand that you worked hard for, like she worked hard to build that Fenty name up.
So y'all have no faith in my "cum" trademark at all. Y'all
I don't want no parts.
No.
Of that. I want no parts of your cum.
Well, wait, pause. Damage. Look,
want
you know,
no parts.
people in the comments were like, "Jason ain't sex play damage." Look, I don't sex play anybody. If anybody in the past that's been on this show has
Why
left
they want it?
If somebody had, I mean, anyway, what were we talking about?
Fenty. We're talking about Fenty.
Come again. What? Wait, Fenty. Oh, so the daddy gave her his name, and then she made an empire out of it.
Yes.
Right.
And so he's like, "Oh, well, thanks, bitch. That was mine." So he's now using it.
No.
And now she's
But why
suing him.
use it now? After, you know what I'm saying? He should have been
Exactly.
using
It
it.
was always his.
It was, and it still is. But he knows he can profit off of it now because she's made it such a big thing. So he's also, I don't know, but that's her dad. So
let me ask you guys a couple questions. Do you want your kids to go on and do great things?
yes,
Of course.
Do you want your kids to go on and carry on your legacy?
100%.
Do you want your kids to be respected and revered in a way that just brings delight to your lives?
Yes.
Well, that's what she did. Now she owes him a check.
No, she can owe him a check, but you can't create a business out of a brand she created and worked her ass off for. We haven't got beautiful
He could
music
call
from
it something
Rihanna for
else.
Just
so
like-
long.
just like-
because of this
Why
brand
he ain't
she's
call it
been
his
building.
first name?
Exactly.
Just like Uncle Ben's rice, she now needs to put his face on the cover of every Fenty pack
No.
and make it his because that is his name.
Are
So
they
everything that
close?
you've created, you would give that to your mom and put her face on everything.
Well, my mother's dead, so let's just let that die.
Okay. Oops.
But the question is, are they even close?
Sorry.
Are they even close?
No, they were close at one point.
They were close at one point. What was
Because
that point where they're not close?
There were pictures of her and him with his glaucoma-filled eyes, hugged up, nestled up in Barbados somewhere that looked really tropical and amazing. But, relationships change. It'd be the close motherfuckers next to you. Let me tell you something.
Amen.
Didn't I just tell
That's
you
what's going on.
I just
Right.
told you last show, a person I've 13 years, one day I looked up and, damn, you thought you was me. I thought I was looking at myself. Had to cut him. So it just happens.
And that's what I feel
That's
like
what we're
Daddy's
talking
doing. I
about.
feel like he's trying to maximize off her brand and create a whole.
That's
it
exactly
makes her
what he's
look
doing,
crazy.
though.
If he's not running the business right, it makes her look crazy.
And I don't think she would be that petty to, I think she knows, and she's probably obviously had conversations with him, and she's like, no, you know what you're doing. And he's probably like, yeah, okay, and so what? We don't really know. You know what I'm saying? But she knows enough to want to have to sue his ass. So
Let me tell
and
you-
I love Rihanna. I love you, girl.
No, and Rihanna, just so you know, I didn't even want to talk about this today
I
because
didn't.
I'm still trying to be your friend. I posted on my Instagram. That I DM'd Rihanna. Did you guys see that? I DM'd her and I said, please call me, and I sent her my number. She hasn't called, but
She'll call.
well, I posted a picture of her saying,
Because we
waiting
got
on-
her back on this
Well, I
lawsuit.
posted a picture of her saying, waiting on Rihanna's call. Then the next post said, well, she don't have my number, but I just DM'd it to her. Then the next post was I DM'd her.
She'll hit you up.
She hasn't called. That's
I'm going
cool.
to DM her.
Do you guys follow each other?
No.
Well, DM her anyway. You got more
gonna
followers.
I'm going to DM her.
I'm a DM her too.
But
Okay.
I met her, and she was very nice.
Since we all
No,
DMing her.
I met Rihanna. She's amazing. But just so you know, Rihanna, I didn't want to talk about this, but I just had to pick opposing side. I don't give a fuck who owns it. Just call me.
Own it.
All right.
Okay, so Amber Rose out here trying to sling the rock.
Well,
Back in the day.
when I saw the title, "The Amber Rose Tried to Sell Crack," I didn't know if that was going to be a slut walk topic or what.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, people sell pussy.
True.
Did they still do that?
Ra Ali was. She had.
Oh, my God.
We're just going to scrap all this. 'Cause I need to talk to my attorney before I tell this story.
Okay, go back. Okay, so go back to Amber Rose.
Yeah, so our Amber
When
Rose.
I get my Instagram back, there is so much tea to be spilled. I'm going to be
Okay,
a
you go.
little teapot, short and stout. Shit.
All right, so Amber Rose revealed she was trying to sell some crack back in the day. She made this confession. Shout out to Van Lathan on his podcast, The Red Pill. And she discussed overcoming some life struggles. She said she usually doesn't tell people about this. She doesn't want them to hear like a sob story. But she tried selling drugs back in the day in her neighborhood of South Philly.
Damn.
But all her friends that were also drug dealers said she was a little too pretty and was afraid that she might be robbed, which is probably
true.
Yeah, very true.
Robbed or raped.
Exactly.
I mean, Philly, the streets are tough, right?
No, yeah. She's from South Philly. So, she was trying to provide for her family. Of course, a lot of people have done this to try to, get over that hump of financial hardship. So, I mean,
we not going to normalize the sale of drugs. Wait, many people have done it.
Yeah, when you in the hood.
No, but you were really giving me Anderson Cooper right now. Like, many people have tried this to overcome their situations. Like,
it's true, though.
You should be on a PSA for why you should sell drugs to get out the hood.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you grew up, I'm from Philly. And she's from Chicago.
Say that.
And I know where you from.
Stockton, yeah.
Exactly. So, that's like a typical, 9 to 5 ain't working. We need to take care of mama. Because usually as a kid, you're trying to take care of your family, your brother, your sister, your parents. That's a route you at least try to take. It's just explore, like see what's going on with that. But
it's true.
A lot of people don't do it right. A lot of people either, do it wrong and
well, they said that she just bagged it up. So, I mean, it ain't really like,
Yeah, I wasn't no heavy dealing. I mean, that's what they probably kept her at because it's like you've been out there on the street, something could happen to you. Good job to all Amber's drug dealer friends. They kept her safe.
I have a story.
Real friends.
She was able to flourish.
I have a story. Here's one story that's going in my book. I was meeting with the publishing company recently, last week, and I was going, when you start the process of writing a book, you go through a questionnaire of all the kind of to put to shape, who's the person reading your book? What moments are we following in your life? Whatever. So one of them was I was kind of talking about my brother who passed away, and I've shared his story on the show, and it's going to be in my book in more detail. But I was saying that when you're growing up, like especially like your kids, they're like looking to you and wanting to emulate you or be like you. And so I think in growing up and looking at my brother, of course, I wanted to be like him in his life. I mean, he had money, he had cars, he had everything because he was a drug dealer. So I remember saying to him one day, like, I want to be just like you. I want this car, blah, blah. And he said, well, I mean, there's only two ways to get it. You got to get out in the streets and get it, or you got to go to school and get a job. So I was like, everybody wants it fast.
Hit the streets.
Let's hit the streets. So he gave me an 8-ball, sent me down to the worst part of town under this bridge and said, stay here for 24 hours and grind that shit out. And then, let's talk about it tomorrow. So I called my boy because I had never been outside with drug addicts for 24 hours.
Crazy.
Even though I wasn't bougie then, I was still a little nigga in the street, but I was still like, my mama white. We don't do shit like this. But anyway, going to the bridge, I bring my boy Spencer with me. Spencer has a pistol. So we're there, and I find myself negotiating with crackheads the price of the crack.
Nah.
Which you don't do.
Nope.
But there's other people selling crack down there, which, by the way, you're not supposed to let other people sell crack on your block. So technically, I think we was probably supposed to do something to them, but I didn't know the rules of selling drugs. This was all new to me. So the police come, we get chased, we end up in a garbage can. I realized at that point, having asthma and having ran and having hidden in the garbage can, that drugs wasn't for me. So the next day, my brother enrolled me in school. But anyway, it's one of the stories I'm telling, but yeah, that was my story.
When I figured out drugs wasn't for me? So same story you had an 8-ball, and it was going smooth at first. First of all, I didn't know you're supposed to keep the drugs in a certain temperature, so I ruined half the work in my house because it was too hot. So
now you used to sell drugs because you just called it work, and people that don't sell drugs don't know what to call it work.
But anyway, this is a long time ago, and then I knew it wasn't for me when I was out there and this lady came up and she pulled $5 out of pussy and gave it to me.
Ew.
And it was wet and it was just nasty. And everybody on the block was laughing like, oh, you gotta take that. You gotta take that. I had to put it like in my back pocket and I dried it off. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not built for that. I'm just not built for it. I'm not built for that. Just not built for it.
Maybe it
was so much work.
Maybe she just put it in her vagina so the yeast would make it rise.
Oh my God.
Get your bread up. Get your bread up.
That's so that.
When you think about that, and we get money and we don't know where, Yo,
you have no idea where that money been.
Or kids that
I don't even let my son touch money.
Or kids that get money and then rub their mouth or their eyes.
Yeah, I don't let my son ever touch dollar bills, and you never know where that shit been.
Is there ever an okay time to sell dick, pussy, or ass?
Is it a okay time?
Is there ever an okay time?
Yeah, when you ain't got shit. The fuck? 100%. When you at the bottom of the bottom. What the fuck? And I hope I never get there because I'll be the first one selling this ass. How much you want?
But do you put it on like Auto Trader or like?
You get your ass out in these streets.
I mean, now you got Instagram now. What you think all these people be doing on Instagram? These girls be following me and DMing me. I be like, what do you do? It's just pictures, and it's just be like, hi. And
Some of
I'm
these
like,
Instagram girls, the ones that we be like, damn, she bad. They be getting flown overseas.
Of course.
Yeah, escorting and stuff over there.
Side note,
Shame on you.
Side note with the 10-year challenge. Why are these girls with these fake bodies not doing the 10-year challenge? If Caitlyn Jenner could do it, they should be doing it too.
Because they don't want to be exposed. They still trying to get flown out. Flu. They trying to get flu. Trying to put a bad taste in niggas' mouths. They ain't trying to flu them out.
Ooh. Speaking of bad taste in a nigga's mouth, when is never mind.
No, ask.
No.
You can't do that.
No. Well, shout out to Amber. I'm glad that you didn't sell crack. Instead, the world saw your other crack, and but Amber's. Have you met Amber?
Yeah.
You know Amber.
Yeah.
She's a sweet girl.
She is very
I like
sweet.
Amber.
She's actually, when I interviewed her here, I had to tell her like, you're not anything like I mean, even though I had knew her before, having sat down and talked to her, I was like, you're a lot nicer than people would probably think. Sweet girl.
And shout out to those drug dealers that told Amber not to do that, man, because ain't a lot of people in your neighborhood that's going to tell you not to do some shit.
And shout out to all the crackheads who made me waste that 8-ball when I was trying to sell drugs, because if it wasn't for you robbing me, basically, I wouldn't be here today.
True. They definitely rob you.
Yeah.
They'll burn you.
Okay. So Kim Kardashian, shout out to her. Kim, I went to the Church of Kanye West this past Sunday.
How was it?
And I'm going to say this, and I mean this with all due respect. So if it ever gets back to anybody, please listen to everything I'm about to say, and it's going to be quick. I was attending with one eye open.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No.
Meaning, you know how you pray like, dear Heavenly Father, please, my spirit, don't let me go to hell. Please give me everything I need. Praying. But you be praying with your eyes closed?
Yeah.
Not just because it was Kanye West, but because I'm really protective of my spirit, and I'm protective of going to churches and letting pastors pray for me. Like, I don't let pastors touch me, and I don't let pastors pray for me, and I don't pray with people if I don't feel the energy, because my relationship with God is really strong. Like, when you've overcome a lot of stuff, there's a higher power. Some people, it's sort of like a telephone company. Like the connectivity to God is beyond the telephone company, but that telephone company, their service can have 2 bars. Mm-hmm. And then now your connection ain't right. I've been in church where I've been trying to pray. I was at a gay church. They praying, and the gay boy tapping me, talking about, oh, what's up? Like, what's up? What do you mean, what's up? Then the woman walk in with a black and white outfit on. My brother starts mooing like a cow because he's caught up. He's a little devil. But on Medea's play, the lady comes in the thing, and she has a black and white dress on, and Medea moves. So I had watched Medea plays over and over. So when this lady walked in, my brother looks up. He's 13-year-old, and he just starts mooing during prayer.
Done.
Anyway, we left. But
We left.
Yeah, Kanye he assembles the church. We sit in a circle. The choir's dressed in Yeezy.
What?
All Yeezy, head to toe, choir. It's a circular room. The lighting is like blue, but it turns red, and then pink, and then like different colors. But and he has a live band, and he's there, and it's just good vibes. I won't lie, like, it was good vibes. He was talking about promoting positivity. All the Kardashians were there, fully like done, beat, hair, makeup done, kids, David Letterman. It was very interesting.
Who's the pastor?
There isn't one. It's Kanye talking. So he starts by playing some of Kanye's music, and then it turns into
that's like
blends with like
Shut up.
church music and this and that. No, I mean, say whatever.
No, I don't know. It just seems very like
narcissistic,
like cultish or something. That's just very interesting to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I think on the outside, a lot of people would be skeptical. I mean, I won't lie and say I wasn't skeptical, but having gone there, I mean, I won't join a church because I don't join any church. If I was to join a church, I would join Erica Campbell and Warren Campbell's church.
That's the church I go to.
Do you?
California Worship Center.
Isn't the vibe like? I mean,
I love it.
Have you been?
No.
Or you don't go to church?
Amazing.
I would go
We
to
should
church.
go just so you can try.
Let's go. Okay, I'm not.
I'm not here Sunday, and I'm not here the next Sunday, but I'm going to Maui. But I do.
So you ain't gonna ask somebody to go?
But I do feel
I
like
definitely would go. Try it
it's
out.
one of those things where I was paying very close attention, to everything.
Right.
Because if somebody would have been like, yeah, I'm not mad, I ain't gonna kill, sell your soul to the devil. Like, what? Oh, hold on. I was very present.
Right.
But the vibe, he was just talking about being having good vibes, and
That's good.
he had talked about the R. Kelly thing. He brought it up a little bit. He didn't really talk about R. Kelly, but he was talking about the situation. He was saying people want art from the artist, but can't separate the human being from the art. And that now they're wanting to do a documentary on Michael Jackson. And then when does it stop? Like, you can't have an opinion. You can't be an artist with an opinion. And then he stopped himself. He was like, let me stop before I go there. And everybody kind of laughed. And I mean, it was good vibes for sure.
So he just started this church just like every Sunday
Second
thing?
week. And they're invited back to Sunday.
Calabasas?
Yeah. No, it's in Burbank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was good vibes. Man.
Well, maybe I'll check it out and see.
They're not calling it a church. Let me just start by saying they say Sunday service.
Okay.
So let me just say
So
the
it's
Church
not the
of
Church
Kanye
of
is my
Kanye.
thing.
Okay, yeah,
No,
that's what that was.
So Sunday service.
I saw you looking with a lot of
Church
skepticism.
of Kanye.
That's why I was.
I called it Church of Kanye. There's no name to it. It's just
He's just trying to bring some.
it's just good vibes.
spiritual
He's just
vibes.
like 2019. He smiled the whole time. Like, yeah, he looked really happy. He looked
good.
healthy. I spoke to him afterwards, and I was like, thanks for coming or whatever. And so yeah, I mean, Kim, I told her, I was like, bitch, you're so fucking beat. It don't make no. It's 8:00 in the morning. Why are she?
He was up at 4.
She looked good. She
right.
Beat down.
Kim looks like money, and Chloe looked good. And Chloe looked like she had just flown in from somewhere. She was chilling.
Got flu.
She Chloe does the fluing.
He doing the fluing.
Chloe got that money. Chloe money. What up, Chloe
Yes.
money?
You.
Shout out, check your DM, by the way. All right, so
I'm in there.
anyway, Kim Kardashian has baby 4 on the way.
Yeah.
By a surrogate. And I guess my question to all of you is, what should she name this child?
Cash West.
Cash West?
I'm just throwing something out there. Cash West. That's not gonna probably be real.
What if the baby's so
Cash could be-
fly? What if the baby's so fly and she just named it Southwest? Get it, fly?
That was just as bad as
Like
Cash
Southwest
West.
Airlines.
Well, Northwest, there's an airline.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Wesley West.
I said
Another
Cali
boy.
West.
Cali West is nice. That's
Cali
actually a
West
nice
is
name.
really cute.
Cali West.
What about
Yeah.
Wild West?
Yeah, now
Wild
you talking.
West.
That's a name.
Oh, well, you know what? It's a boy, so it can't be Cali.
It could be Wild.
It could
Wild,
be
it could
Wesley,
be.
too.
No, I know a guy named Callie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Oh.
good name.
In fact, on Instagram, his name is Callie West.
Hey!
Swear to God, Callie West, no T.
We
Just
might
Callie.
be on to something.
Yeah, he fine too.
Oh, let me see.
Anyway, what about Kush West? I mean, West Coast is known for drugs. I mean,
West.
weed. Is weed a drug?
Yes, it is.
It's a plant. It's like
It's a drug.
it's a plant.
It alters your mental.
If your son comes home and says, "I want some weed,"
How old?
now
What you mean?
Now he's 5.
niggas smoking weed at 5 years old.
You ain't
No.
see that little video that was circulating with them
No.
little kids puff and giving.
He don't even, man, no.
7 years old. If I'd have known how to roll a
He
blunt out
barely
of
know
this.
what a girlfriend is. He don't know what
Oh,
weed is.
he got your son got personality. He got girls.
He got a girlfriend, but he
Weed
don't
is
even
drugs.
know.
He on the playground. Your son is on the playground like, ain't no Robert over here.
And that shit really be affecting people.
If you do too much of anything, it's a drug. Food could be a drug.
Oh my God, I'm so
Are we eating?
yes.
I'm hungry.
I caught food poisoning and called. I'm gonna put her on blast. I called Larsa Pippen and I said, "Oh my God, I got food poisoning." You know what she said? Did you lose weight?
No.
Stop.
That's what it's come to?
Yes.
Great.
People actually like
Great.
being sick.
Did you lose weight? It was just funny. I mean, I don't know, but that's LA for you. People like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, you're slimming down.
I want to catch it one more time. Just for the full reset. But my natural home remedies. I slept all day on Sunday after the Church of Kanye. I drank lots of fluid, oranges, grapes, and prunes.
Just drink some sour milk.
Ew.
There you go. You said you wanted it again.
The lactose intolerance in me, just
Clean you out.
hearing what you just said, I'm going to have to take a shit.
Clean you out. That's a cleanse.
Gross.
So Travis Scott is in the news. What's Travis up to?
Travis Scott and Big Boy officially doing a halftime show for the Super Bowl with Maroon 5. A lot of people were boycotting that. Maroon 5 shouldn't do it because of everything that's going on with social injustice and how the NFL kind of reacted to it. But I believe the agreement is Travis Scott said he will do it if the NFL donates $500,000 to Van Jones like Dream Corps. And I know it's a social justice accelerator.
And that's the same. I mean, Rihanna pulled out, and then there were rumors that Cardi B was performing, but she's not.
She pulled out.
And so, yeah, I mean, my challenge with this is, one, you would rather have black people unemployed and not making money and not getting the bag to stand for an issue that they can figure out another creative way to use the platform to protest. What if Travis Scott's going to wear a Colin Kaepernick shirt? What if he wanted to invite Colin Kaepernick? I mean, like at this point, it's just people, and especially I'll be critical of our own people. We tend to judge how other people use their individuality to protest, but there's no collectivity anywhere. Like, how do you get there? Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
I think people are just like, everybody's not supporting NFL, even though they are. Everybody's still watching NFL. All these artists are still posting the playoffs. So,
right.
I mean, like you said, there's a huge opportunity to use this platform to actually do something good with it. Since he is going to do it, we have no idea his plans to do something with it. And like, I don't look at Travis Scott as a dude that's like a controversial dude, but I don't see him not caring about what's going on in the community. And like you said, they put their money where their mouth is, and I'm sure the performance is going to reflect something.
So are we going to recall the mayor of Atlanta for allowing it to go to Atlanta? Let's not.
Exactly.
Let's start thinking about the politics. You don't think the NFL moved the Super Bowl to Atlanta because there were protests from black people about it, knowing that it's going to be all black people there? Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe not all black people, but you're moving into the mecca of the African American community in our country.
It's the Black Hollywood.
I mean, so let's talk about that. If you're going to be mad at Travis Scott, what about the mayor of Atlanta for letting it come to Atlanta? And then what about the black security guards who are going to be there protecting the NFL players? Or what about the Uber drivers who are going to be Ubering everybody there? Like, everybody in Atlanta is black.
But everybody wants to be mad at the superstars for what they're doing, but mad black people are still watching the NFL. So it's like, how are you mad at this guy for performing there and trying to make a living and not be mad at your friends and your neighbors and people you work with that still watches the NFL?
So it's inescapable that you're going to have black people at the Super Bowl. My issue, I guess, where I'm thinking about is, I don't know if I should be mad at Travis Scott for lying or allegedly lying that he talked to Colin about it and got approval.
Oh, see?
Or Colin for being petty and putting Travis on blast. Because now we got a black on black issue.
Now, like I said, I don't know Travis' character. He's kind of a low-key dude, but I don't see why he would just jump out and make up a lie saying he talked to somebody he didn't talk to. That's very
since when do we need Colin Kaepernick's approval to participate in anything? You're not God. You are, listen, all shout out to Cap, shout out to his movement, shout out to Nike for backing him, shout out to everybody who supports it.
Right.
I take a knee with you too, my brother. I take a knee so much, I don't even watch it. Didn't watch it before either, but I just don't watch it.
Yeah.
But Colin Kaepernick is not the person I'm going to call to see what I have the right to do or not to do about anything. There's nobody, I don't call anybody for proof. I may call somebody and say, hey, I'm thinking of doing this, what you think? Just to kind of test the waters on how good or bad it could be for me. Mm-hmm. But I ain't looking for nobody's approval. Like, we have to check with Cap now. We got to check Cap before we hit the block.
And then for Big Boy to do it from Outkast, there's clearly something that's going to happen at this halftime show that's going to reflect something, because Big Boy would never put his name on something that would go against the people. Like, there's a bigger play here. But like I said, if you're going to be mad at these artists, also be mad at your friends, be mad at your neighbors, your coworkers for watching NFL too. Don't just be mad at people with money
who are performing.
Yeah, like it's so easy to point your fingers and tweet and go, oh, you shouldn't do it. But like, okay, well, tell your neighbor, tell your best friend not to watch the NFL too. Since you so on your high horse, like,
it's that part.
Have a consistent protest. It's like you just want to bring down everybody, all the superstars. It gets whack.
Well, I think we're used to, as a community, looking for that one leader who will dedicate their whole life to a movement. This generation's take a knee is Colin. He's the Martin Luther King Jr. of our era.
Would you say that?
He's the one only sacrificing his old shit.
It's true.
I ain't trying to hear his dream, but he is the guy, the face of this movement, just like Martin Luther King was the face of the civil rights movement, and or whatever. And I think we're just accustomed to looking to that one beacon of light, but I think we're all Martin Luther Kings to a certain degree in terms of our ability to be leaders of protest. And so anyway, I don't know. I just have an issue with how messy it is now. Like, now that everybody knows, black folks, we gotta learn how to keep our shit in the house.
Yep.
Anyway.
True. Ladies, it's time for another Hollywood hookup. Listen to this. We love a good brawl. Do you know that women love a good brawl?
I love a good brawl.
Okay, well, we really love good bras. So with Third Love, it designs its bras with breast size and shape in mind for impeccable fit and incredible feel.
Okay.
And I'm wearing one right now, and it just feels like there's nothing there. So the details make the difference, from premium fabrics to expert designs. Okay, find your fit in 60 seconds with Third Love's online fit finder. Order and try it on at your home. So dope. I just love it. Ooh. Find your fit in 60 seconds with Third Love's online fit finder. Order and try on at your home.
Oh, that sounds dope.
Yeah. So Third Love knows there's a perfect bra for everyone. So right now they are offering my listeners 15% off on your first order. So go to thirdlove.com/unlock now to find your perfect fitting bra and get 15% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/unlocked for 15% off today.
All right. So Teray. So the
Teray.
Robert. The R. Kelly documentary is a gift that now it just keeps on giving. Teray interviewed Robert Kelly, R. Kelly, for BET, and he basically had asked him if he had dated underage girls, and then Robert said, "What do you mean by underage?" Well, that became a really big focal point of the
Surviving R. Kelly.
Surviving R. Kelly documentary because
Right.
it helped to illustrate that R. Kelly had an issue with kids.
When you say young girls,
How old you talking?
how old
So
you talking?
now that he's come out
Nasty
in this R. Kelly doc, now his shit done got all put out.
See?
Where now a woman said that back in the day he had sexually, that he had made some advances towards her, asked her what her cum, he wondered what his cum would feel like on her face. By the way, cum is not trademarked. So I might be trademarking that after today's show.
I'm so done.
But anyway, and also was considering, talking to her about anal play. Listen,
But was she older? She was an adult, though. You can't compare that to, although he was wrong for doing that, you can't compare that to a fucking R. Kelly who was having sex with underage children,
but
It's
even
crass speech.
but we do live in the Me Too era, right?
Right.
Where now Me Too is a phrase heard around the world. Anybody can pop up at any time, which is kind of scary.
No, I went to Korea and they said it's a big thing in Korea too. And I was like, "What? Y'all got Me Too out here?" He was like, "Yeah, it's this big thing." People in Korea asked if I heard of it. And I was like, "Yeah, I heard of it."
Well, somebody actually said to me on the phone that the Me Too is the new HIV.
Because it's spread.
Anybody can get it. It's spreading like wildfire, and
Nobody's
there's no
safe.
cure.
Nobody's safe.
And nobody's
Right.
safe. So now he's under fire, and so is my friend AJ Calloway, who allegedly pulled his penis out and told a woman, "This is what you want," and had her grab his penis and jack him off in a car. Allegedly.
Oh, man.
What?
It be men that do be like that. I had an experience when I was in Miami. And this man, I met him in the club, was looking for my friends. And he said he was going to take me to my friends. He was real cool, this European guy. And he just pulled his dick out and was like, "You going to suck my dick?" And I was like, absolutely. And I will bite the shit out of that motherfucker. I suggest you take me to my friend.
Who was the guy?
He was like a guy who one of my girlfriends knew, but I was looking for my friend in the club in Miami. And I was trying to find her. So
He
he's like,
pulled his penis out in the club?
he pulled it out in the car because he was literally, they disappeared on me. So he was like, "Oh, I'll take you back to her," kind of thing. And when we were in the car driving, he was just like, "Are you going to suck my dick?" Just pulled it out. And I was like, "Excuse me, I will bite the fuck out of that dick."
Now, here's a question. Now, you're in the club, you see somebody, and
Right.
you grab their ass, or you say, "Oh, I want to hit it," or whatever. Like, ain't that what they do in the clubs?
I mean,
It's
there's
a fine line.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, in the gay club, it's all types of dick sucking, fucking grabbing asses, and it's all types of Me Too in the gay club.
I mean, it depends on how drunk a man is.
Nigga brushed by me too fast last week when Cynthia Bailey came in town, and nigga Me Too. Like, it just.
But
really
dudes
is.
definitely trying to get a free ass grab at the club.
Yeah.
They do be trying to get that in.
Men or women?
Men to women.
Oh, but women don't grab men?
Yeah.
No, not like that.
Yeah, they do.
Really?
Why y'all think that don't happen to dudes? See, that's what we really need to talk about. That shit happened to us too. Me too.
Right,
Yeah.
but men aren't going to complain.
Exactly. But we look crazy complaining anyway. But let's not make
Because
this
y'all
about
want
men
y'all
right now.
y'all stuff touched.
See? Do you see this way of thinking?
Wait, what did you say?
They want their stuff. He wants his
Does
stuff
that
touched.
even- that
Don't act
sounds
like if we was in the
predatory.
club and I ain't know you and I came up and say I wasn't your co-host on the show
Uh-huh.
and I came up to you in the club and I was like talking to you and you got me a little drink and stuff. We getting a little lit and then I kind of
See,
put my
that-
hand on your little
But that's
penis.
my little penis.
I mean, but you know what I mean, not little, but on your penis, you would be like, "Oh
See,
shit."
wait. You see the difference?
You would
we
not
had a
like it.
conversation. We had a little talk. There's people, I've been to many clubs. I've been DJing. You walk in, people just grabbing you. Just grabbing.
Okay.
Where they do that?
Everywhere. What are you talking about? I could be in the middle of DJing at the clubs. Anybody
And a girl
everybody
just
wants
come
to-
up?
Yeah, come up and grab around. And they feel like, yeah, oh, you like that? No, I don't. I don't know you. Don't touch me.
Wait, so would you ever make a complaint of a girl doing that?
No, because what that look like going all the way to the police station? And like, this drunk, like, they gonna look at me crazy.
But shouldn't men feel like they can say, "Robert"?
They can't. But this goes all the way back to when you a kid. There's things that didn't happen to me that I look back and be like, yo, that wasn't right. But who was it going to tell? They're going to be like, oh, so what?
Wait, you're not going to reveal that you were molested on the show.
I can't say if it's molested because the person was just a little bit older than me, but it wasn't something I wanted.
See, I'm telling you, this show opens up so much stuff.
But what I'm saying is, who are we going to complain to? But like I said, I want to make this about guys, you know.
But I think we have to make it a universal thing, right? Like, I think at the end of the day, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. At some point, like, we got rights too. Don't nobody want you. And I think that people do assume that men want to be touched. Now, I'm going to tell you the most uncomfortable thing for me. And it's not even about like uncomfortable, like, I don't like when women think because I'm gay that they can grab my ass or my dick because it's funny to see if I could turn straight.
Oh, God.
Like, first of all, I had to read the filth out of this bitch one day. She grabbed my ass one day, and I turned to her and I said, if I was straight, you not cute enough. Nothing about you is special.
Damn.
Basic at best. Don't ever touch me again. Like, and she was offended. I'm offended that you thought like
that you could touch my ass.
But that be the ones that be grabbing you. That be the ones. But they don't be ones that look like you. They don't look like her.
But even if you're
I got you next time we in the club.
Even if you're attracted to a person, the one good thing I will say about this whole Me Too movement is that it is putting people on notice to watch themselves.
They do need to.
A little bit better.
Yeah. I worked in a lot of places where dudes is just saying anything out their mouth, and I'll just be sitting back like, and the girls are just kind of doing that like that scared giggle. And I'm just like, and they just think that's cool. And they just keep going. I'm like, man, this is just one HR case that.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Like, even nowadays, becoming more of a public person, you've been in the public eye for a while. You're a public, very visible person. You really start to get really skeptical of people in general. Yeah. I mean, then you wonder why celebs just like to fuck with celebs. They get their community a little better than. You know, you see somebody fine, you want to, oh, fuck, I can take that down real quick. But then that right there is going to be 2 years of pure fucking hell.
Headache.
It ain't even worth it. So to all the fans out there, because I ain't going to lie, the first time I got on TV, I think I said on the show, everything slid in my DM. I was trying to hit it. It was like an obstacle course.
Damn, Jason.
I was like a goddamn obstacle course. City to city, state to state, country to country. If you saw me there on Instagram, I was there for a reason. I was hitting everything I could hit. Because, you know, I had all that attention before, but not like that.
Woo.
It's like Aruba. Like Aruba? Shit, I ain't even see the water over there before the motherfucker slid in my DM. They got blue water and fucking green fish. I'm there.
I wish I could show y'all my DM since I did this show. Boy, oh boy.
We should start reading. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Maybe that'll be my thing.
Right now.
That'll be my thing.
It's going to get crazy.
They're lit.
April's DMs.
Do it.
Ooh.
Sure.
I'm sure you got the best ones.
Ooh, I got some good ones.
I got some ones I feel
now that's tea for your ass.
So do women send you their vagina?
Women send me
Snapchat
stuff of them doing stuff to other guys.
What?
Really?
I'm like, I want to do this to you.
Like video?
Does that turn you on?
No.
Oh.
But it's entertaining though.
So what do men send you?
I've had dick pics. You want to see?
No.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted to see. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you on here. I was like, what?
I want to see.
You can send it to me. Feel free to send it to me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, dick pics and all sorts of stuff. Playing with it, you know? And I'm like, why is that?
Have any celebrities sent you their dick pics?
One did, and I told him, don't you ever do that again. I said, you better be glad that I'm the type of woman that I am, but you can't.
Who was it?
No. I'm not going to put him out. He's very nice, and I'm not going to put him out.
Wait, okay, just text it to me and then don't say that. We won't say that. Text it to me.
No. I'm going to tell you after the show.
Any girls send you some DMs? I'm sure they do. Send that to me.
Okay. Well, no, they want me if they're sending me
Wait,
DMs.
I want to see what they show.
They say they want to lick the pussy.
Has any celebrity women hit on you?
Yes.
Who?
Why?
Because it's...
That's my thing. Let me bag them first.
Because it's uncensored. I mean, is it anybody that we know?
I don't know. I mean, all the girls that are around me, we hit on each other. Girls just hit on each other.
Yeah,
like,
but
ooh, like I would.
Tell me more.
Ooh, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know.
Any girl you could think of.
I don't talk to girls like that. My conversation with girls are real transactional. Like you want to go to Vegas? You want to go to Thailand? It's really, you know.
What you doing with them in Thailand?
Listen, continue. I'm an international bag collector wherever it is, you know, because I have billionaire friends around the country who just want to have dinners and want beautiful.
Well, tell them, come on, Jason, you ain't hooking nobody up.
There's one coming up end of February.
You ain't hooking this up?
Hook me up.
No,
I need a man.
I don't want to be accused of trafficking. Like, it's a trip.
You can't traffic him to West.
I can go on the trip though with you. I'm fun.
No, for sure.
You want to go on the trip?
You want to go? Let's just take
No,
one.
I don't want to go on that trip.
He can't go on that.
But
Trip.
he can take me on. I'm just saying he could take me on a trip.
Okay, speaking of a trip,
President Trump.
yes,
So the Clemson University football team was invited to the White House as a treat for winning the college football national championship,
Big
right?
things.
So Donald Trump basically bought them as their celebratory meal. Wendy's, Domino's, Burger King, and did I say McDonald's?
yes. You didn't say McDonald's, but that's what he bought.
And McDonald's, guys. So what do you think about that?
Oh, I mean, damn.
How would you feel if that was like your,
That's what football players be eating, though.
No.
It ain't right, but that's
That
what they
ain't
be.
it.
That's what they eat. But it's not right. The White House, you're supposed to have some steak, some asparagus, but
Mashed
that's what they
potatoes.
eat.
Donald Trump has
knows.
ruined the image of the White House and the class that it
He
held.
brought McDonald's in
Fucking
there.
McDonald's,
Can I just tell you, the best thing you can do if you're sitting at home right now, after you get done with this show, unless you want to watch any other show, is fucking just stay on YouTube and just YouTube the Obamas. The other day at the Church of Kanye, the guy who was the musical director for the BET special where it was Obama's at the White House when they were leaving and all those people performed, I said to him, was it as magical as it looked on television? And he said, bro, it was the most amazing thing ever. And you look at how much class the Obamas had in when they held the White House. And even then before with George Bush and the Clintons and well, the Clinton, he was getting cum. I'm trademarking the word cum. Clinton was getting cum all on that blue dress. Shout out to that bitch Linda Tripp and the hoe, what's the whole name?
Monica Lewinsky.
No, I ain't gonna call you a hoe. I ain't gonna do like that because Amber said don't call the side girl a hoe because that's against slut walk term rules and stuff, regulations. But the bottom line is y'all kept a dress that had cum all over it.
Wait a minute. Okay, goodbye.
When he sprayed her down, she saved that
She did.
and used it and gave it over to the government. Anyway, I can't.
For what? That's just nasty and filthy as fuck.
You know, all these years I've never had cum on my face. I've never let nobody come on my face.
Jason.
No, I swear to God. Listen. Sorry,
Jason.
Sorry, damage.
That's Jason.
No, listen. I don't find it attractive to have somebody pull out their penis and spray me in my face. I feel it's humiliating.
But you would spray on their face.
I'd rather go in your mouth.
Yeah, like on your lips and stuff, and just hit it. On there, like,
because it just reminds me of the days when I was skinnier and used to run track. My coach used to say, "Look, you got to finish strong," and and I just feel like if you're gonna give somebody a blowjob, you're supposed to finish all the way. Like, and my sheets are too expensive. First of all, my bed is so comfortable that the thought of in the middle of the night having to get up and change my sheets because you were too
That
inept
is an
to
issue.
finish your job is disrespectful. Like, I'm not gonna disrespect my nice sheets like that. No.
oh my God.
But would you let somebody come on your face?
Yes. 100%.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
But you have
if
that
you're
beautiful Indian hair. And
But I'm a freak. I'm nasty. Of course I would. If I'm like into him like that, yes, slap me with your dick in my face. 100%.
Amen.
Feel free. On my tongue and everything. Oh my
I like
God.
this show.
Can I just say, in looking at the show back, just in freezing this frame right here, you guys like are.
Don't
a
you
cute
start.
couple. No, I'm
People
telling
have been saying that.
No, I'm telling you right now, I am not advocating for it because it will fuck up everything. It will fuck up the vibe. I'll say something crazy to you. He'd be like, "Don't talk to my bitch like that." Like, no. So I'm not advocating for it. But in the freeze frame, you two do look like a
Right.
good
And we're
couple.
like tall and slim and stuff.
and fit and just, I mean, Body by April could have a co-star. I mean, I see it,
Right. Thanks.
but I don't want to.
And
see
he's
it.
a Libra.
Okay, so we didn't really finish the Donald Trump thing, but at this point, like, just swallow and keep it moving. Just go ahead.
Okay. So the man has been bedridden for life after he sells his kidney for an iPhone.
Oh, man.
What? Why are you laughing at this? This is not
Because
funny.
let me tell you something.
Dumb as
Because
that.
black people, y'all ain't woke. Like, please, like wherever you are right now, wake up! No, think about it. iPhone is now talking about changing the charger for
Again?
iPhones. Which
Why?
means you have to get a whole new phone and a whole new charger.
And we keep falling for
Bro,
it.
and then they changed the thing where you have to literally get the little piece that you keep losing and have to go
Nope.
in.
The dangle.
The adapter.
And now your earphones are
Doggle.
cordless, so them bitches is popping out. I was at
you
Equinox the other
lose
day.
it.
I was at Equinox the other day, and this guy, he was looking at this black guy's ass, but he was just going and going, and his little thing popped out and went over the thing, and he was so busy looking at the black man's ass. I said, "Sir, your earpiece just went over the stair rail." But anyway, yeah, nice ass though. No, but I mean, like, we're at the point now where we're selling kidneys for an iPhone.
I'm going to Android. I'm making a switch.
Well, he did it when he was 17, and now he's experiencing health issues because I guess the surgery was unsanitary. All right, it's pretty sad, and because he got an infection, obviously. And now the men who purchased this man, his name is Shane Kun's kidney.
I thought you said Shane Cum. I was about to say
no cum. Shane Kun's kidney.
I'm coming for him.
They're facing legal consequences for the transaction. So
I heard trans and thought of Caitlyn Jenner in this 10-year challenge.
Be quiet, Jason. The authorities are compensating the Shane Kun's family with a $200,000 settlement, but the man has been bedridden now.
So we could live with one kidney, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing I would sell my kidney for, besides, a lot of money, would be to just to secure a friendship with Beyonce. That's it.
A friendship?
That's it. If me and B were like BFFs, oh yeah, who wants it? Today, tomorrow, when? Let's go right now.
Wow.
For a friendship.
With Beyonce. Yes, absolutely.
What about you, Damage?
What would I sell my kidney for? I would only sell my kidney if it probably keep my son alive or some shit like that.
Give me 5.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
was thinking about my kids too.
Keep my kids alive.
See, I don't want nobody in my life that I got to think of more than me. I just don't. I'm sorry.
That's so selfish.
Do you hear yourself?
You fucking
I don't even think
asshole.
he believe it though. I don't think he really believes it.
No, he really does.
No, he don't.
Yeah, he do.
No, he don't.
Yes.
Me and my ex texted each other earlier.
Saying what?
I'm going to tell you what we said. For real, this is real. I said, I love you, my friend. I'm not the best with keeping in touch these days, but I'm thinking about you, proud of the man you're becoming, keep defying the odds. He texted me, he said, I love you too. It's crazy that when you text me, I literally thought about you yesterday, and I told myself I needed to text you, but it slipped my mind. You and I both aren't the best at keeping in touch, but thanks for the effort and the support. You two are defying the odds, and I'm proud of you. I like a relationship that we good friends or whatever, but if I ain't got that, like if it ain't real, I'm not thinking about you like that.
We talking about kids.
Right. I don't know.
I'm not. Okay. Can y'all please understand that I'm not thinking about kids because I ain't having none
Yet.
No, I'm going to start I'm going to revive my foundation. I'm going to get charter schools. I'm going to have foster cares. When I'm 60, 70, 80, 90, laying up in my bed, I'm going to have like some kind of after school program where you come and take care of me.
Who's going to take care of you?
After school program.
I'm going to take care of my motherfucking self.
Okay. You see.
So when you can't and you going to be in a home.
Yeah.
And we going to have to come visit your ass.
Listen,
it's gonna be us old as shit.
Right.
The only time that I will ever even consider going to a home is when I stop getting my dick sucked, because I kind of feel like if I was to go to a home, like they be giving me a bath and I can like pay them some, like tip them to jerk me off or something, I would have to be getting something.
I'm fucking done. Anyway, so there was a woman banned from Walmart after she was caught sipping from a Pringles can, guys.
Some wine.
Yeah, sipping wine from a Pringles.
This is why I don't go to Walmart and I don't take Lyft. I can't. Like,
don't hate on Lyft.
There's a certain demographic that's around for this type of shit.
Don't hate on
We
Lyft.
at the store and bitch, you sipping wine out of a Pringles can, bitch. You couldn't even sip it out the damn wine box.
She was riding in her little electric cart.
You go in jail, you got some wine out.
Wait, and she was in her electric cart?
Yep, she had been riding through her electric car since 6:30 in the morning, waiting for that Walmart to open.
See?
And then she went up in there with drinking out that Pringles can.
She's actually smart.
She
for
was
that.
lit.
She need her entire retired ass beat. Because I know, well, first of all, how old was the woman? Does
They
it
ain't
say?
saying how old she was.
Was she old? She's probably old. Well, God
If
bless.
she in an electric car, she definitely can't walk.
But where are her kids? She shouldn't have been off her leash. She should have been
her
somewhere.
Look, but sometimes when you older and you want to just live your best life, it's like, why can't she feel free to go and sip from a Pringles
Okay,
can
I
and
said
fucking
on
drink
her leash
wine?
because so do kids. Kids want to live their best life, and parents got them on a fucking leash.
No.
Put your kids, put your parents on a leash. Somebody should have. This the problem with this the problem with electric cars. If she didn't have a battery, she couldn't have been driving around. Somebody should have unplugged that shit in her sleep. So her little drunk wino ass could have been stayed at home.
Well, look, she need to be drinking April wines. That's what she needed.
Yeah.
No,
need to get
that little plug.
She was probably drinking April wines, which is why her ass was riding around that goddamn Walmart.
My wines
You
do
need to
have
hit
you
her
lit.
for a commercial.
I'm
That's
about
an
to
endorsement.
drink like that. I'm gonna come in here with some Pringle cans for all of us. Pour a little
Yeah.
April wines in it, and we gonna see what that feel like, because it might add a little flavor to the wine.
Walmart, you wonder why Beyonce shopping at Target. Y'all got these reckless ass senior citizens rolling around drinking this goddamn wine out of Pringle boxes. Like, where the fuck the Pringles at? So she ate the. Now
She ate it.
Hold on, let's close our eyes. There's a little woman shoving Pringles down her fat. Never mind.
The thing is, you can't have a bottle out in the open, so she was smart. So she ate the Pringles first, poured the wine in
Because imagine
there.
if she was in what's the little class, the little
Yeah.
What if she was in that? She gonna look. That's crazy.
Listen.
She gonna get a DUI too.
She was hiding
I'm
it.
16 days sober. Make America sober again. April, what do you have going on this weekend?
I'm going to Chicago, and we have the interview happening, and I'm working on my next single. Just working.
Okay.
She's working.
Damage, what do you have going on this
You know what I got going on, man? I'm shooting another episode for my Sunday Fun. That's our vlog, me and my son on YouTube. SON Day Fun on YouTube. We shooting every weekend, so that's going to be exciting.
And you also have a podcast on relationships. You want to talk about that?
We do, yeah, deeply, man. It's called Dualities, where we breaking down everything from breakups, makeups, R. Kelly's to everything. We just have an open conversation with millennials, just talking about what people are scared to talk about.
And what about you, Jason?
Well, first, shout out to Melissa Ford. I had breakfast with her this morning. She's still struggling in her recovery, but she's looking better. She's sounding better. And, you know, she said to say hello to both of you.
Oh, hi.
And she definitely thinks that you're gorgeous, so that's interesting. I'm so sick of people doing damage. It's damage thing. I get so many text messages and emails and people, and you have a really big gay following too, by the way. The gay boys, they out there.
You know what? I know where that started too. I know exactly where my gay following started. What's his name? Milan?
Oh.
He came on Revolt one time and just posted a group picture, and for some reason I got like 20,000 like dudes on my page. I was like, hey, well.
Because back in the day on Logo, there was a show called Noah's Ark. And there was a guy named Jensen Atwood, who was a friend of mine, who was Wade. He played the Wade. And I think that was the first time we had all seen a straight-looking gay guy. Mm-hmm. And so we all looking for our Wades at this point. But you're not it. I keep telling people, like, he is not that guy. They like, well, why you ain't joking with him? I'm like, you know, that's just the homie. We cool. It's a different vibe right now.
Sorry, fellas.
Yeah, but I mean, you know,
it ain't happening.
You fine though. Okay, but listen, Tiffany Haddish.
Well,
on
damn,
Monday.
can I be fine? The fuck is happening?
You fine too, but you remind me of Benadryl because all types of allergies over there. I just pussy. Pussy. Look, back on me. Look, Monday, Tiffany Haddish, Laugh Factory. Get your tickets right now at laughfactory.com. It's for a good cause. Benefiting her She Ready Foundation. Lots of surprises, lots of surprising people that are going to be showing up.
Yes.
And I just want to say to both of you, this was this was a really reckless episode, and thank you so much for being here. You guys, there's so much love in this room.
Yes,
and so much light. But thank you. But guys, we out of here. Peace.
Bye.